Hello and welcome to Medieval Dynasty. Well, it is spring, it's a new year, and yeah, there's quite a lot of repairs I need to do. But one of the things I'm quite keen to actually get started with, oh crikey, I've got a lot of sticks there, is actually get some horses. Because, I mean, I've been able to build an actual stable for quite a while now. Trouble is, it's the cost of the actual horses themselves that's got me a bit concerned. I mean, I've now got 1,441 flax seeds, but I'm going to have to keep some of those reserved so that the actual farmers can plant those seeds this season. But the rest I can sell off. I mean, I've actually got some people being a bit busy. So, for example, the actual woodworker's been making some wicker baskets that we can sell. The actual seamstress, since I've upgraded that to a tier 2, I've had her make some fur shoes as well. So that could be other things I could sell off. The smith's been making, oh crikey, 190 stone arrows. Okay, fair enough. That's a lot of stone arrows I can sell off. We've got quite a lot of torches there I can see as well. I mean, these are all things I can sell off because before I even build a stable, I actually need to make sure I've got enough money. And I was just actually having a look. I mean, the actual bill that we owe this year, it's nearly 5,000. That's pretty pricey if you ask me. So yeah, I need to basically try and sell a lot of things off before I do anything else. Then, assuming I've got enough to actually then, you know, afford well, because I want 2 horses. I mean, I could just get one and just use that to ride around. But the good thing is, I'll actually be able to breed my own horses as well, and I can then sell, you know, sell the ones off that I'm not going to particularly keep, so I can do my own horse breeding. I mean, if I go over to the animals, I mean, the pigs, we've now got an actual piglet was born this year. Still no progress with the chickens for whatever reason. They're now 3, but they haven't produced any more. The geese, on the other hand, have produced quite a lot. So there was a goose that we had that I sold off, another gander. I sold that one off. But you can see they've since had all these extra geese as well. So this is going to be quite a bit of an excess. I mean, it makes sense for me to keep the females because they'll lay eggs, but the males that turn into ganders, we can sell those off and make a bit of money. Because when you sell them, they're worth about 700. Pigs, when you sell them, they're worth 1,050. Hens 525. So there's quite a bit of money to be made by keeping animals. I mean, aside from I mainly do it for the technology because I mean farming's coming along quite well. I mean, not too far off being able to afford sheep, for example. Next mark is 2,500. So there's always an incentive because I want to build a stable to keep the horses in. There's no point building that until I actually make sure I can afford the horses. But once I've actually started breeding those, I'll get somebody else to actually look after them, and then I'll start boosting my technology skills passively because I have somebody actually doing, you know, breeding animals. Once we get into the sheep and the cows and the bees, I mean, again, these all things make you know, more farming technology. I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's no particular rush to get anything like these. What I am interested in, though, is, I think it's in here, yeah, 2,500 production technology, because that'll get me to the market stalls. So instead of me, like, for instance, where I've got fur boots and wicker baskets to haul over to Gostovia, for instance, well, I can actually hire vendors and they can sell them from the actual market stall. So it makes life a lot easier, that. And the plan is to actually build, you know, market stalls down here. But first things first, really, is I need to fix all these buildings because we didn't have like a storm or anything as we transitioned. We did get an event, but we didn't get anything, you know, like some major storm that damaged any of the buildings. But it's just normal wear and tear, I suppose. These sort of like wicker and straw roof buildings that tend to wear out a lot quicker, so they need more repair. That's another reason why I'm like slowly transitioning over to the stone walls and proper tile roofs. But yeah, first things first is going to be to fix all of these broken buildings. Once that's done, we're going to have to take what we can over to Gostovia, pay our debts, or we're not quite in debt yet, we'll pay the taxes, then see what we've got left and see if we can afford any horses. Well, we're now over in Gostovia. One thing that kind of just dawned on me as I was coming here was the fact that Unigost's gone. Because we had him banished. So we've got a new castellan. I don't know who's in charge of... Looks like Roberta's now in charge of the tavern. But that's the new castellan. Yeah, Wilhelm's the new castellan. And I put a torch on. I don't know where it is. It's very, very dark for some reason in these places.
Welcome.
Nope, doesn't matter.
It was nice seeing you.
Good to know. I don't have any money, so I can't pay yet.
Greetings, stranger. Only the best products here.
Okay. I've got quite a lot of bits and pieces. I'm going to try and sell them off. So the seamstress has been making a lot of bags for the farmers. So I had a lot of excess, a lot more than I thought. So that's pretty good. I'm literally maxing out the tavern here with 2,394 coin. So that's pretty good.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I will. If I can keep selling things like this, I'll have a really good day. Let's see, who else is there? Oh, there's Edwin over there. Let's see if we can persuade him to buy some things from us.
Hail, friend. Whatever you need, I've got it.
1253. There's 756 crikey. What about, can I sell you some fur boots? Crikey. I'm doing quite well, I must admit. I'm enjoying this. This is all of a sudden, I am having an extremely good day now. It's gone from a day of, I wonder if I've got enough money, to a day of, how am I going to sell all this stuff off? Because not everybody's got enough money.
How are you?
Wonderful, thanks very much.
Only the best products here.
Yeah, not that I care, because I'm trying to sell you things. Right, 1169 flax. 170, I'm going to get 1200 just for that. Wow.
Have a good day.
Oh, I will. I will indeedy. Right, so there is... Okay. Yeah, so there... There's Subamir. He's basically, he sells the cows.
Only the best products here.
Yep, not that I care. I want to sell you things. Oh. Gets me... Oh, we're doing quite well, I must admit.
See you soon.
Yep, hopefully. Well, I'll probably have to wait till next season, I'd imagine, until he's got more money. I don't think there's anybody else around here I can sell things to. I mean, I can at least pay the bill. But I can see me having to do a bit of a tour to I haven't even sold... Crikey, I haven't even sold the actual arrows yet. Yep, here you go. This is the bill, shall we say. So that's paid off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a tour of just basically trying to sell things. So out of curiosity, I mean, I've got 200 stone arrows, about 18 torches I can sell off. Got no more clothes. I still need to sell the wicker baskets off. And then we've got 827 flax. So it'll be interesting to see how much we've got left. How many villages we're going to have to go through to get these all sold off. Right then, I've managed to get everything sold off. I'm just back in the village and I'm looking to see if those... I thought I saw... I was looking to see if those bandits were back at all. Because they seem to have disappeared in the winter. Oh, it's a rabbit. I can hear something. Yeah, it looks as though they've just left. I thought they might have like left for the winter. And they were going to come back, but... Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't look as though they have. There was a... like a kind of a site around here as well. Another one. camp, but that seems to have gone. So I don't know whether that's because we've been building around here or not. What's that over there? Yeah. Just a load of sticks. Clay deposits over there. Right, so yeah, I mean I've been all the way around. We've got as far as like Hornica before I'd managed to get everything sold off. So we don't actually have all of the money. I don't think it's possible. I think because of the this bartering skill, that might have brought the cost of horses down a bit. But either way, I mean, the plan is now to actually build a stable. I mean, I may as well. And then I think what I'll do is probably wait until the summer just to be on the safe side, just to make sure I've got enough money, because we've got two of the farmers are or were out in the field. It must be getting late now. Oh, it's 7:30. So they've been out and about in the field. So next season in the summer I'll have a lot of flax to sell again. So I can always I mean, I don't want to go all the way over to Hornica twice just to get 2 horses. I'll do it in one trip. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave a bit of a gap, and then I'll build a stable there. The plan is I want to have somebody living nearby as well who will actually look after the horses. So I think that's the plan. I mean, I can always keep expanding in that direction if I need more fields. Just because of the... Hello. My torch broke. There's only so far I can go in the opposite direction. Because of just the lay of the land. I mean, these fields are on a grid, so if I keep following this like direction that we're in, we're going to hit the actual road and it'll stop. So I wouldn't be able to build another field in this direction. I'd have to offset it a bit, but at least I can get, you know, like a stable and a house built up there. And if I do need to build fields, I'll just keep going in that direction. So I've got quite a bit of work to do. I'm going to have to clear the area. Then we'll get to building our stable. Well, I've been working through the night, and now I've managed to get my stables built. So they're just off the actual field. I mean, the plan is I think I'll put a sort of like a fence around, because I must admit they do go wandering like all the other animals. Actually, I may as well get that log while I'm at it. But I'm feeling a bit impatient, to be honest. I mean, I don't quite have enough money to be able to afford 2. But what I'm thinking is, I think I might do a bit of a tour on the off chance I might be able to get some money. So I might go over to Tutki and then over to Lesnica, and then I think I'm going to just head over to Hornica. Because, I mean, I could always gather, you know, quite a lot of stones, for example, and make my own items. I mean, that's a possibility. Because I don't think we're that far off. Because I think it would have cost me roughly 10,000 to buy 2. And the price should have come down a bit since then. So I'm just going to have a quick peek in here, because I did manage to grab like 1 extra wicker basket, for example, but I'm just looking for anything I could possibly sell. I mean, there's 163 flax left, so let's see. Where are they at in terms of the field? I mean, I might be able to pinch. I'm going to leave that just to be on the safe side. You never know. I mean, I don't think there's any particular seeds, and I certainly don't want to be dragging a lot of manure around. I mean, I ended up making a lot of wooden plates. Or actually, I say I did. I mean, the woodworker made a lot. Crikey, look at how many, got tons of wooden vials that they're making. That's all the more reason why I want the actual market. I mean, those bags go for quite a reasonable price, I notice. I mean, I'll grab some of them. We'll grab that simple bag. I'm not going to get much out of these, to be honest. Let's grab, say, 2 of those. So I'll leave 3 of those. I'll leave them at least 3 spares. Oh, desperate times. Yeah, I think I'll leave that there. So I'm going to go and do a bit of a tour, see if I can grab, just on the off chance, as I say, there's 2 more quests, one there and one there. The next one's down in Hornica. That one's another hunting quest, which I could get some money for it, but I wasn't particularly interested. But yeah, we'll do that, and then, yeah, we should be able to make enough just by making some knives, stone knives. Right then, nothing particularly wonderful from those 2 quests. I mean, there was that one I found over at Tutki. Now, that's quite useful, I suppose. We can get some production technology out of it. Now, that's interesting because I actually have a longbow on me. So it looks like they've changed the gameplay where all you can do is provide them with new items. So the longbow that I've got is obviously worn out. Not a great deal. I haven't used it that much, but she won't accept that. So that's interesting. Now, oddly enough, when I went over to Lesnica, it was Gisela was asking for an actual bow, which is kind of odd. There is some money, but I would have to take a bit of a detour via the village to pick one up because I can't make one on me. So I thought, well, I'll just carry on, and now though it means I've got to finish these 2 quests before the end of the season. Because if I don't, I'll take a hit on reputation. But the thing was, I was heading in this direction. I bumped into some wolves and I just basically ran. Somehow I took a complete detour and ended up going in that direction. So I ended up coming down here, and I found quite a few interesting things along here, including some extra money, incidentally. But I want to find out how much these little horses are going to cost me. So 4, 5. Ah, interesting. So that's a bit cheaper than I thought, actually. In which case, we'll buy him. We'll put him in the stable. And I've actually got enough to buy the other one. Woohoo! And I mean, that's interesting. So they've both got similar colours to the mother. So that gets him my 2 horses. Woohoo! Now the thing is, I don't actually have anybody to look after them. I mean, I'm just going to do that for myself for a while, because I still need to get. It's Gundolf and trying to remember who else it was. It was Bolomira. Yeah, I need to get them out of the main village and across to the other side of the river, because I mean, there's rocks over here and there's Bolomira there, and Gundolf's working down there, so it makes sense to put their houses there. So I think I'll focus on theirs first before I start considering, because I'm just building big houses now. If I go over to those, they do cost a lot more money. But I've got quite a lot of these simple small houses to replace. But that's brilliant. Now that means I've got exactly. But you can see how much these things sell for. So it's definitely an incentive. You can get all sorts of different colours as you breed them. You can get different colours along the way. So that's quite interesting. I must admit, doing that. Anywho, things that I've picked up. I'm just having a look because I got. I mean, I could have sold off these, for example. I mean, that's an option. I don't think there's any clothes I've picked up. Oh yeah, I found an iron hammer, so I mean, I could have sold that off and made quite a bit of money from that. But there's no real incentive now that I've been able to afford those 2, because we're going to get into the summer and we're going to have all of that spare flax that I can sell off. So it doesn't really matter now. So, woohoo! Yes, I'm just as excited as you are. I've now got 2 horses. I just need to get back and feed them, and then make a longbow for. So who is it? Brantamilla needs a longbow, while Gisela needs a bow. Okay, fair enough. Interesting times. Well, I've made it back with time to spare, and those 2 are already asleep. I mean, it's what? It's about 6:30. It was around about midday by the time I got there. So yeah, it does take a while to travel. But obviously, once these two, you know, they're fully grown, they'll be able to start breeding. And I'll actually, you two look identical. It's a bit strange. I'll probably use one of their offspring, because when you think, one thing to bear in mind, I mean, you need things like saddles, you need horseshoes and all sorts. Chill out. Now I need to find the, oh yes, it's over here. Come around the back here, I can fill this up. So that was about 15, got me roughly 28%, so that's not too bad. But it's not too late, I must admit. So I think what I'll do is start building a house over there for Gundolf. Because at the moment he's in just one of these just wooden, you know, wattle wall houses, little simple house. I think I'll build him a big house so he can have a bit of a better life over here while he's doing his fishing. It's quite amusing because he wanders all over this this river area while he's hunting fish. And he's, I must admit, I'm quite pleased we've ended up with like a lot of fish over the time. Have a look in here, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a lot of fish just for one person, I must admit. Yeah, I think that's what we'll focus on over there. And then I want to, I'm trying to find, I think there's some, yeah, there's some rocks there. There's some rocks over here. I'm pretty sure there was some, yeah, there's some down here. I think. At least they looked as though there were. A bit deceptive, I must admit. Ah, there you go. So yeah, so there's one there that can Polymera can target. Any more over here maybe? Yeah, more over here. So it's gonna pay, I think, to basically bring her across. So I mean, I think I can fit another house in here. And then just put the excavation shed on the other side maybe. But the good thing is, really is, yeah, it'll be nice and bright, and it'll be the last day, so I'm going to have to make these bows. Actually, yeah, I haven't said that. Yeah, that kind of gives me a bit more of a priority than, I better make a bow and a longbow, because I've only got tomorrow. Okay, as ever, plans change. Ah, now that was a lucky find. Thanks to the wonders of quests, I can actually wake up this NPC in the middle of the night. Yes, I went back to the village over here to make a bow and a longbow. It turns out I don't have the schemer for the longbow and I didn't have enough money to buy it. So I thought, well, I'll go over to Lesnica and I'll basically give her a longbow to Gisela, because I had a spare in the resource storage, and then I'd have enough money. So the plan was to go to Lesnica, come back, I'd then have enough money to actually make the longbow, and then I'd come over to Tutki. But while I was coming past Denica, there was an abandoned camp area, and I've ended up with a spare longbow. So yeah, I've now got 2 longbows. Now that one's worn out, 76%, but according to the quest, I've now got 1 of 1 longbows, and it's kind of like just dawned on me. So what it is, I thought it was a case of they wouldn't accept an actual used longbow. So I suspect if I unequip this longbow, I would have been able to sell that. Yeah, I've now got 2 longbows that I could potentially have sold her. So that's all it was. Yes, there you go. I haven't noticed that before, I must admit. But yeah, that was the reason I couldn't use my existing longbows, because it doesn't count when it's equipped. Oh well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Anywho, I shall go and see Brattamilla now, like I say, because it's a quest. I can wake her up. So there you go. Right. Oh, it's probably getting startled because of the flame of the torch. Right, so I'm just getting 95 production technology, so that's quite useful. So up to 1055. Still a ways to go because I need to be up at 2500. I haven't been really doing much when it comes to building. I mean, that's going to really take off once I start getting more houses. So I could at least upgrade the woodshed and I can start getting more people into there to start chopping trees down, for example, because that's something I could do with. I'm not too fussed about survival. Farming, well, we can now actually start building a sheepfold, for example. Then we'll be up to the cowshed. Then we'll be up to the apiary and the bees, for example. But let's have a look. What time is it? Yeah, still a ways to go. So I think I'm just going to head back to the village, and then we're going to wait for the dawn, and then we're going to go and see our horses. I have no idea what I was talking about. For some strange reason I'm thinking about, oh yeah, I'll get a lot of production technology if I start building houses. It's not, I've got to craft items and I've got to do cooking. So it means I'm going to have to go back into the cave, get a lot of like iron ore. Well, I can't get iron yet. I can get the copper and I can get the actual tin. We can turn that into bronze. That's a way of getting some production technology. Turn those into tools. I can do cooking as well. It's all sorts of things I can make, but passively I'm getting some in the background anyway. The building was technology is more to do with this being able to get the mines. So once I get more houses, then yeah, I'll be able to build up enough points to then eventually I'll be able to get a mine. But these two are still asleep. You know, it's the dawn. Why aren't you waking up with the dawn? Everybody else is up, I think. Yeah, folks are getting up. Maybe they just want to lie in. I mean, they are young, I must admit. Although, to be honest, I've a sneak suspicion that the animals tend to get up late. I think they get up at about 8 o'clock. Let's test that theory, because it's about 7:24 now. So there's two of them. I don't know if there's a particular preference as to which stall these things end up in. I think they just pick one and that's it. I don't think each one belongs to one. Unless, having said that, I did assign them, if memory serves. Yeah, I do remember assigning them. Houses, animal husbandry. Yeah, that's just complaining because at the moment we don't actually have anybody. So that is possible. Maybe it's being done because of that. Come on, lazy bones. I mean, I've been up for ages. Ah, now that one's got a black tail. I'm being really picky here, you know. They do look very, very similar. Because they've got like the brown front. Like the stallion. I think they're just complaining because they want a few more minutes in bed. Come on, get up. You gonna get up or what? This is just oh, there we go. So you're getting up, are you? So you can be bothered, I think. Oh, and you're getting up now, eh? So let's see, what time is it? It's about 7 minutes past 8, so I was close. Oh, I wonder if they'll eat the carrots. No, you're not going to eat the carrots, are you not? Well, there's some stuff in the... Yeah, there's some stuff in the barn over there for you, you know. Some animal feed if you want it. Or do you want hay? I can get you some hay if you like. So you've got a stripe down your nose. And so have you. Yeah, they're very, very similar. Except for the black tail, I think. Anyway, I mean, it's going to take a while. I mean, I'm going to have to wait until the next year before they're fully grown. Still not getting anywhere with the chickens. Got a piglet. But I mean, if I sold one of those off, I'll get about half price of what I sold it for. So, yeah, once I get more of these, once I start breeding, I'll be able to sell off the adults. I can keep up to 4. So I mean, roughly every 2 years I could sell one off. Whereas with the pigs, I mean, I'll get a lot, potentially more pigs and more geese and more chickens I can keep selling off each year. So there is some money in it, but it's also the farming technology. But also the fact that once these are grown up and they have another little horse, and that horse has grown up, then I'll be able to go about, and I'll be able to ride around, and I'll be able to get around on this map a lot quicker. Anyway. Still more houses to build. But that's for another episode.